All right, so we're gonna walk on over here. And this whole bank over here, you know, ponds typically they'll have little sections that where the fish will really spawn, really heavy, and you'll see a lot of beds, or several beds, or you'll see a lot of fish cruising type deal. There's a frog, watch out. You know, but you'll have a lot of fish in a lot of different places from one end of the pond to the other. You know, that's just how it typically works out. Lakes are somewhat similar in my experience personally, but they really group up to me. You know, you find a lot of beds in one area, and typically this whole bank right here will have fish bedding up and down it and fish cruising. I didn't see too much, but right in this corner, there's a very popular corner. A lot of spawning fish. There's a really nice pipe over there, and fish spawn on that pipe like crazy. You'll have sometimes several fish spawning on the same one, and that's where I've caught my biggest bass ever, sight fishing. I'm gonna do a video on it soon. Got it on my wall, 10-pounder, and there he is. I can barely make him out. We're gonna see if we can't catch him. I'm pretty sure that's just the male. I don't see, I didn't see another fish earlier, and I don't now. Probably a solid 3-pounder. He's about the same size or bigger than the one that I caught. So we'll see. Oh my gosh, he swam right past it, right to it. He's eyeing it. Oh my gosh, he's already eyeing it. Oh, there's two. Oh my god, there's a female just pulled in. Oh gosh. Female just pulled in. There's a male and a female right there. They're almost the same size. Oh, look at the female chasing him in. See that? Look at the female. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, that's awesome. That was the sickest thing I've ever seen. Oh, that was so awesome. Another solid fish right away. I literally can't believe this is so awesome. One, you know, a solid 1.5 pounds bigger than this one was following it in, maybe 2 pounds bigger. So that's an awesome fish. I should have brought my scales. Just another solid fish. Let's try and catch that female, man. That'd be so sick. I mean, I threw in there, and all of a sudden the female come out of nowhere. I was down here and watched that area for a few minutes and never saw a female at all. So, all right, so guys, Johnny Jenkins here. We're back, and we're gonna try and catch this big female. If you missed the previous video, episode 1 of this sight fishing chronicles, I'm probably gonna call it, because I don't know how often I'm gonna do this. We have had an awesome 30 minutes or so of fishing. You know, just in a few casts, we catch several sight fish. You know, one about 2 3/4 and another one 2 1/2. 7-pound sniper, little drop shot robo worm, really short leader. You can see how short that leader is, and that's about the longest I'll go with a leader when I'm sight fishing like this. We're gonna cast back in there. I'm gonna try to. This freaking line, if it wasn't for me having so much good fortune right now, I'd be really frustrated with it. And then see, you know, insanity's, you know, doing the same thing again, expecting a different result, and there I go. Trying to do the same thing again. Alright. So I'm going to try and do that. Let's get on in here. Now, I don't see a fish just yet. But I did see the what looked to be the female cruising around. And the thing is immediately when I cast it in there with this drop shot robo worm, the male was there, and it was like first or second cast. The female came out of absolutely nowhere and almost tried to take the worm away from the male. Pretty insane. She rolled on her belly. She was gonna freaking go get it, and he took it away from her. So he's doing his job, keeping her from eating. Oh gosh, let's slow-mo that. Oh, I got lucky. Now I see the nest, I see the bed. It's a little bit to the left of what I'm casting to, and I'm gonna start casting in there in a minute, probably. See, now I got a better angle even. And I think there's the fish, I'm not sure. I'm gonna cast in the nest. That's almost right where the nest is, right there. I'm in it now, I'm in the nest. The bed. Oh, I'm literally like in the bed right now. My weight and everything's in it. I'm gonna kind of shake it there. They'll see it and kind of hear the commotion. And if I can cast near the bed and the female will come out of nowhere, there's no reason why she won't come over there again. I'm working my bait right into the bed now, right into the nest. I don't see any fish yet. But you know, you just keep making a few casts. Oh, and you know that fish will come, especially if I saw her right away. I saw her right after right after I was trying to rig up and I ended the last video. I saw her swimming right in front of me right here, just literally right there. You know, so she's agitated. She's lovesick. You know, she's looking to lay some eggs, and all of a sudden her little buddy got hooked and went away. And I'm pretty sure that was the female that came swimming by. And you know, if you saw it on the camera, you saw the female chasing after the hooked male. So, uh-oh. No, I thought I saw one cruise up there. I'm really surprised that I'm not seeing one cruise up. After what we just had go down, I'm really surprised. Sometimes they'll cruise way away, so I'm going to make a couple casts out that far. You know, you never know, you may catch a different fish. You know, and I got sinking braid to I think it's a double uni knot, I think. And this is, you know, a different kind of, I was using this for like wacky rig stuff, but it was the first one I picked up. It's the first one I wanted to get, so we'll see what we can do here. Come on, fish, come back. Alright, I see my bait right on top of that shiny pipe. There's a metal pipe there. It's like an outflow or inflow, I guess. It's just some sort of drainage pipe. There's one here. There's another one down there. It's much harder to get to if they don't do any trimming on the bank, such as that trail that we went through. It's much harder to get to. But there's one there, and then there's another little outflow thing there, but it's not a pipe like this. And these fish spawn on these pipes like ridiculous. Like I said, you know, I live right back there, just within walking distance, but I actually drove my truck over here. But you know, so many fish I've caught here sight fishing. You know, like I said, I've caught my best fish ever record. You know, over 10 pounds. Got it on the wall. I'm gonna do a separate video on it pretty soon. But anyway, while we continue to wait, come fish, come back, come back. I think if I had gotten in there a little faster, maybe I would have been able to catch that fish, that female. Sometimes that's the case, maybe even a lot of time, you know. But you know, it is what it is, and hopefully one of them will come back. I'm probably not going to go back over to those other fish. Man, that drop shot looks so good, dude. Oh my gosh, it looks so good in the water with that nose hook. It just looks genius. It looks like some sneaky Aaron Martin stuff. I feel like Aaron Martin's, you know, making first couple casts on a bed, catching one. Now what I think I'm gonna do, maybe since these fish aren't acting right, I'm gonna go over here and see if I can't see one on bed on this other side. Just a little. Let's get over here and see what we can make out. I mean, you know, I've caught quite a few sight fish over on this area too. So let's see. I'm hoping it's not over infested with snakes over here. Let's see. Let's get over here and see about a 5-pounder cruising. Let's go. That would make me happy. I see bluegill. No bass, no beds, nothing fun. I love to sight fish, guys. Like, it's what if I could do it every day. Oh my gosh, there's what looks to be so many beds over there. I'm gonna make a fan cast right there, just dead in front of me. I guess that's like 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. You know, I've got my head kind of pointed to it though. But I'm gonna make a fan cast. I'm gonna try. Oh gosh, there might have been one chasing it in. because I kind of saw her rip them. But I'm gonna make another cast over there and see what we can see, because that just looks like some beds. Kind of swim it. Kind of swim it through there. Uh-oh, there's one. Little buck on the bed. Little guy. Oh no, don't, I don't want to lose my weight. Don't do that. Don't be mean. But you know, another fish, another one for the drop shot robo. Deadly combination in the spring. Beautiful. Yeah, but you know, I mean, you know, you can do that a lot. Just kind of fan cast where you see beds. You know, there's several really clear spots over there, and like, that's the kind of thing you can cast over there, and you know, and you're likely to, you know, catch a really quality fish. Sometimes sight fishing is just so inconsistent, because they kind of know you're there. You know, they kind of sense. They're real spooky, and you know, for these fish to be so pretty active like they are, it tells me that they've been up for a while. There's another one. Another one for the drop shot wacky. Really chunky little male. Man, these fish are on, dude. Oh my gosh. You know, I mean, it's not quality fish, but you just never know when you might start casting in there and just absolutely unload on like 3s and 4s. It could really happen. But let's get back to it. And, you know, and you could just fan cast like, oh my gosh, not like that though. Don't do that. You get yourself in a lot of trouble doing that. You hook somebody, you get in the bushes. You know, like I said, I'm not seeing any fish over there at all. You know, and what happened with that one fish, the last fish that I just caught, I was swimming it along, and I saw a weight kind of behind it, and I kind of slowed down with it and kind of just barely jiggled it, and immediately just absolutely bit it and started running off with it. And, you know, there's been many times where I've caught sight fish just right out here. You know, quality fish. I'm talking, you know, like the size we've been catching, and up to 5 pounds. So we'll kind of swim this deal around and see what we can get going. You just never know. You know, you get those males off the bed and you cast back in there, and all of a sudden you have the same situation you've been having, where the females chase in the male or something, and you know, all of a sudden you hook into it, a giant. So you know, this is the time of year where that stuff happens. So cast out there off of there's a really flat deal that comes out over here, and you know, fish spawn out even out in here. It's pretty great. When the water is just a little bit cleaner like it normally is this time of year, you can see a solid maybe foot deeper in the water. It's got a pretty good tint to it right now, with the, you know, good bit of rain we've had. So hopefully we might get back over there and see if that fish is back over there in a minute. I've kind of had my fun for over here for now.